Find and speak with Tong. Currently treated as hostile here. And I can spot a camera. Sure, how bad is it? Tong Sihan. It's somewhere in the bar. Might as well take a look here while we're at it. Only one guard and one camera. Too close, too close. Is this going to the club or what? Ooh. Dead guy there. I think it's going to the room we tried to gain access to. Yeah. Can't I use this so as a weapon? Ready to fire up. I'll hold on to that one. He still doesn't really need it. Okay. From Winter Plum to Protector. I'm begging you, Dong Mei, don't do this. I know you think you can sweet talk your way out of anything, and most of the time you can, but these guys aren't just anyone. I'm the one who got us into this mess. I'll find a way to get us out, please. So basically, you thought you could bullshit your way out of a triad problem. Well, yeah, good luck with that. I sort of find it very believable though. I mean, people who have some skill tend to do very good with normal people because naturally they're normal people. They don't have excessive experience or specialization in it. So they sort of think that that skill and more like the end result will also transfer to other areas. I guess the easiest way to compare it would be some kind of a competent liar in a maybe let's say a criminal who uses his ability to convince people, cheat them out of money or something, and then he gets set up against a senior investigator who basically does this shit, talks to people like him or captures them for a living, has done for years if not decades. So the level of expertise is quite a bit different. One has basically bullshitted his way out with normal people, one has basically captured people, experts bullshitting for years and years and years. So the end result is quite predictable at that point. I suspect it's the same with the triad. They're used to dealing with his kind of people, and they don't care about the bullshit. Okay, there's still one room there. But the problem is I'd have to take down the guard. Sure, I want to. At least not before we've talked to the man. Because if something goes wrong, we've at least done the main objective here. At that point, and we can just scram. Beer storage. Is this the... yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything else here. Bottle of wine. Yeah, I think we're safe. Everything turned to green. So. Beer. Explore Hensha, so another alternative entrance. Okay, from Hive Master to Hive Security. The Bull has been asking questions about our little basement club. Has someone broken the first rule? I hear him or anyone asking again, I will find the little snitch and cut off more than just a finger. In the meantime, I'm changing the basement code access code to 0415. Memorize it and delete this missive. Yeah, good job on that. Well, it's not my life on the line. Harvester, civilian.
You've got to be kidding me. The owner of the most popular club in Hengsha has his office in a smelly old basement?
Mr. Tong is conscious of his roots. He likes everyone he does business with to be conscious of them too.
Right. And on the plus side, if a business associate displeases him, a basement is much more private.
You said it, I didn't. But I advise you not to repeat it to just...
That's right, bell tower. They're the cops around here in case you...
The entrance, we probably don't want to go there.
Into corruption.
So I see this guy
Not sure if we can get back in.
Wow.
Is there anyone of note here?
Damn.
What can I get you?
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tong. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
Shit, it's gone. My pocket secretary.
Yeah, sure. Everyone's swimming in profits right now.
Yeah, your time.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guilo. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backwards, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Van Bruggen is the hottest thing in town right now. But nobody in Hengsha is going to let an outsider in on the action, especially not Aguayo. You don't know the rules of the game around here.
Yeah, I don't want to use pheromones on him. He's clearly an alpha, but let's see if we can persuade him.
Give me a break. I've been on this island long enough to know that Van Bruggen can't leave without Tong's help. He has to be hiding in Lower Hengsha somewhere, and Tong can tell me where.
You're pretty quick on the uptake, but you're still behind in the game. We hide Van Bruggen somewhere safe, but Tong's not going to tell you where. Speaking of safety, you still haven't told me who you are or who you work for. You tell me you want Van Bruggen, but when I ask why, you deflected the question. That's a lot of reason not to trust you.
Yeah, we probably need to be fairly straight with him.
All I need from Van Bruggen is information. The same information his enemies are trying to keep from getting out. There's no point in them going after him anymore once he tells me what he knows. So if Tong lets me see him now, in the long run, it'll make his life easier.
You want to bring the Dragon Queen down on your head instead of the Dutchman's? I should sell tickets for that. All right. You can see Tong in his office downstairs. I'll radio the bees to let you through.
That went fairly well. It's pretty obvious that guy's Tong. He's standing out so badly. So I was sort of trying to butter him up on the side. So always making sure that whatever I was saying, Tong would be shown in a positive light. Also not taking his bullshit and misdirections. Security rating 5. Probably an interesting place to visit. Not sure it's worth the automatic hacking device though. That said, we do have 8 of them. But again, this I would guess this is fairly pointless. Sure, we can get something good out of it, maybe experience points, money, so maybe a little upgrade even, but automatic unlocking devices are for really critical spots. Not if I'm fine with, even if we don't use them all that much, I'm fine with that as long as we have enough for all the critical things. There he is. Too much light. Yeah, I can't even see the goddamn picture anymore. You don't mind if I take your money here? Of course you don't. Okay.
You see this? And to screw it up in the fourth, I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong.
Hey, you only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Yeah, we're just being jerked around here. So we know where the guy is.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the Triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Not sure if we want to hit them to head there now. Maybe we do.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Cause you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
Side quest, yes please.
What can I get you?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Yes, everything. Anything, don't care how shitty it is. We can usually probably find some more or less acceptable outcome of it.
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy AUGs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Yeah, not quite sure what we'll do first. We also need to go talk to quite a few people maybe to get side quests. Not quite sure on that though. Hung Hao Hotel, I'm pretty sure is one of them. So maybe we'll go to Hung Hao Hotel, see if we can get another side mission, then go and do one of them. I'm not gonna go to Alice Garden parts now. Maybe I will actually. Where are they? Maybe I will indeed. I've been using tranquilizer darts in a while. I don't think I want to take any new ones. We do use it from time. We have the inventory space. Now, I think I do want to go visit Alice Garden pods. Hacking 2, hacking 2, hacking 2, and yeah, hacking 2.
I feel like the only place to work around here is TYM.
I don't intend to go after Van Bruggen now, but our pilot was here. Why is she here?
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Of course, but I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
I'd go with naive and stupid. Innocent is what you are before you have any contact with or experience. After you have the experience, you should know better. Then you become naive and stupid.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
I'm not gonna ask where her board is. She's a friend. She's the one we're relying on to do our piloting. It's a favor.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
I don't check pod 009. I don't think I want to do that immediately either. It seems like it's an involved plotline. We get up there. Is there any point to this? There's a box. What's in this box? Rate of fire upgrade. 2 rate of fire upgrades. I think we can carry around that one, but I don't think I want to carry around quite so many.
You buy or sell. I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself.
Nothing particularly interesting. Exploding rounds, that would be revolver. Rate of fire upgrade, yeah, despite. Buy a gas grenade too. Getting low on money.
Yeah, I will be right here.
Good for you. Rate of fire, rate of fire. We are gonna need another weapon. At that point we'll have to do some inventory management again, but I'm not gonna do it now. Alternatively, I still think we're going to need another weapon. Yeah, we might want to give up the tranquilizer rifle at that point. It has its uses, without a doubt. We'll see, we'll see. Have to find that replacement weapon first. I don't know what it would be. I think they are energy weapons in this game. And there was the pre-order bonus gives you a grenade launcher at some point, at least as an option to find. So if we could get that, that might be exactly what we need. Who knows? I'm sort of skeptical about the grenade launcher, because if it's a pre-order bonus, there might not be enough ammunition to really rely on it. It might be sort of a gimmick weapon. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Alice Garden. Vast area at the bottom, and multiple levels of basically 6 wings that are filled with these little pods.
Hey.
I think we're gonna leave for now. Want to go to the Hengha Hotel. I think we can get a side mission from there too. Because once we get that done, we might not have all the side missions, but we should have all the major ones, and then we can just go after things. More importantly, I think, is we have the locations where we need to go. So if our normal missions take us anywhere near, we can do it on the side. Hanghua Hotel.
我前阵子回纽约的时候，看了电视里面的新闻，有关拍子。I wouldn't go upstairs if I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yeah. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chan showed up.
I wish she still did.
You and me both, girl.
So, what exactly is going on here? There are hostile people here inside this building somewhere. Not on this floor. I can clearly detect them though. So basically, I guess some kind of lava hotel, that's what this place is. With a with strip club bar attached to it.
哦，你可真性感，我爱死你了。
哟，你每次喝醉酒都这么说，但是呢，你酒醒之后却马上回你老公那。
你爱我，
只要你给我钱，我就会永远爱你。
Yeah, there's empty rooms, nothing worthwhile here. Yeah, this is where the hostile is.
No, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May. Hey, mister, you think you could go in there and pretend to be a customer? It might break up the fight.
I told you, I am not getting arguments. Not for this.
Our customers would pay much for the services of an augmented girl. You can make a lot of money.
Then tell customers to get themselves augmented and they can go fuck themselves.
I'm sure some already have. May, you have a customer. Get to work. My apologies, sir. I was not aware May had a client waiting.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get augmentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
What do you need me to do?
I heard the girls are drugged and taken to a place somewhere in Dagong district. There, they're held until the doctor comes. I wish you to find this place, to find where they're holding Ning. I hope it's not too late.
I don't quite get what they're talking about. I can get it conceptually, but what kind of implants and augmentations are we talking about that are so troublesome and are for the pleasure of the customers? I'm assuming we're not talking about something as commonplace as breast implants here. I guess it's not exactly important to go into detail, but I would appreciate the fact that I would know what exactly are we supposed to be so upset about. Because there's a very big difference between massive changes, especially in certain areas of the body for the pleasure of some other person, and maybe some minor implants that are very, very typical in today's world. I mean, everyone seems to have some kind of a cerebral implant of some kind. Our pilot has it. Pretty much everyone we've encountered has some kind of a some kind of a aid or an implant. So clearly that's very commonplace and not disruptive in pretty much any way. So it would help if we would know what kind of basically sacrifice or risk are they forcing them to take. I don't care about the reward, that's not why I do this, it's the experience.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hansa, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Okay, this is a job for the police. I'm not asking this because I think it's a realistic choice, but I want to understand why it is not. We clearly see police on the street.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hansa to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
So basically they're a company. Shocking. I guess the problem isn't that they're basically bad people, is that they're mainly interested in protecting the interests of the people who pay them. That's the problem. Because if you go by that logic, it doesn't matter all that much where the money comes from, and as long as you don't basically screw up the contract with the original client.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire purebreds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
Yeah, I still don't get what type of augmentations are we talking about. Surely this isn't some kind of a robot hand fetish or something like that. It's... Yeah, I just... It doesn't matter. We'll do what you want us to do. You're the one paying.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen, I fear this little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropozyne. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
I guess it makes sense in another level. I mean, if they get them to be implanted, it's like, I guess, similar to getting your prostitutes hooked on drugs. So it's another level of control. Maybe not quite as bad, because it's not quite as addictive, but in a way you can't live without getting constant regular shots from the anti-rejection drug. So if it's another form of control, basically. Okay, the guy in here. We should be able to get in through the balcony. Right.
You were awesome, baby.
Hate to bug you, Jensen, but the boss will be wanting an update. You find Van Bergen in the pods yet?
Still working on it. Tell me something, Malik. You think a smart card with a Tai Young Medical logo on it will come in handy in this town?
TYM, the global leader in augmentation technology. They put up almost half the cash to build this city, so maybe. Why are you asking?
No reason. Just thinking ahead.
Okay, that explains the purpose. Hyung medical card. Okay, I think... I'm not quite sure if that's all of it. That's enough. We have our main quest line and 3 other, I guess, seems like 2 at least somewhat major quest line. The bar tab probably isn't all that big of a quest line though. Find out where the woman is, get the money and get the hell out. By the way, things to do.